Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Cancer is a serious illness all over the world. Get yourself screened today at the CHCC. Also tonight, lawmakers find one of the Boost marketers in contempt. And it's all about keeping it local. Project Regalo Lifeng is back. In sports, the Saipan Marathon is this weekend and we got some tips. Stay with us, we have these stories and more up next.
Shizuru?
Kazuki?
Could this be a date? Go for it!
Try new savory chili McDonald's sauce, only at McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Go!
As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. And that is what Dr. Peter Brett encourages the Sinamai community to do. Get you or your loved one screened for cancer at the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation.
What we're trying to do is get as many people as we can screened for cancer so we can detect it early. And also, if we can prevent certain cancers, try and prevent them.
It's called the Cancer and Associated Risk Early Screen, or for short, the CARES program. According to Dr. Brett, he's noticed a high number of patients who find out they have cancer at an advanced stage, which becomes often hard to treat.
And we're hoping with this program that we can catch cancers in an early stage, much easier to treat, much more successful outcomes, much higher chance of being able to cure it. Or if we can prevent certain cancers, we'd like to be able to do that too.
And the process is quite simple. Those who may be interested can call the Oncology Center and schedule an appointment for cancer screening. Once you meet with the doctor and nurse, they'll talk to you, find out what your habits are, and from there, determine what kind of cancer you may be at risk for.
Some cancers we can screen for. Let's say you're a 40-year-old woman and you never had a mammogram. We say, you could get breast cancer someday, and then we'll make sure you get a mammogram. Or let's say you smoke cigarettes and you could get lung cancer someday. We'll arrange for you to get a CT scan of your lungs to look for an early lung cancer. We'd also advise you not to smoke anymore, and we'll help get you into a smoking cessation program if you want, so you don't smoke.
The 5 common cancers seen in the Marianas are cervical cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, oral cancer, and colorectal cancer.
And all these cancers we know how to screen for, and early detection of these cancers makes a big difference in terms of successful outcomes.
Dr. Brett moved to Saipan 5 years ago. He's originally from Buffalo, New York, then relocated to California, where he's been a medical oncologist for over 30 years. He is the first cancer doctor in the CNMI who created this program to screen for and possibly prevent common cancers.
We have a lot of cancer on the island here. I came from California, where I was a cancer doctor about 30 years. And there are plenty of people get cancer there too. But when I came here, I realized there's even more cancer here. And many people, when we catch the cancer here, it's late stages, like stage 3 or stage 4, much harder to treat.
CNMI residents ages 16 and above can avail of the CARES program. Insurance is not required. Call 670-234-8951, extension 1167 to schedule your CARES appointment.
Mr. Villanueva, do you have a degree or any certification in marketing or advertising?
On the advice of my counsel, I respectfully invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege. Therefore, I respectfully decline to answer the question.
Thank you for that, Mr. Villanueva. Please share with us your professional credentials.
On the advice of my counsel, I respectfully invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege. Therefore, I respectfully decline to answer the question.
Thank you, Mr. Villanueva. What is royal soil and where is it physically located?
On the advice of my counsel, I respectfully invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege. Therefore, I respectfully decline to answer your question.
After refusing to answer
you,
any
Mr.
questions,
Villanueva.
the Special
Again,
Committee on Federal
under 1
Assistance
CMC
and Disaster-Related
1306
Funding
A2,
voted
a
to
person
hold
shall be
Shane
held
Villanueva in contempt. Villanueva appeared before the House panel on Tuesday to answer questions in relation to the Boost program. He was accompanied by his legal counsel, Keith Chambers. Lawmakers pressed Villanueva to comply with answering the questions by informing him that failure to do so holds him accountable for contempt. But after pleading his Fifth Amendment rights 7 times and telling lawmakers he understands the situation, the House panel then excused him.
At this time, I hereby move to find Mr. Shane Villanueva in contempt in violation of 1 CMC 1306. He has repeatedly been asked questions and has repeatedly refused to testify under oath and his failure to respond in violation is stated in section 1306A. I further move that this special committee report to the House and have Speaker Villagomez send a statement of contempt to the CNMI Attorney General for further prosecution in the CNMI Court of Law. So move.
All 9 members voted yes to the motion. The committee is expected to reaffirm their vote this Friday, which will lead to the House Speaker certifying a letter of contempt. That letter will then head to the Office of the Attorney General for prosecution in court. Vice Chairman Edwin Probst.
We're all disappointed that Mr. Villanueva is not willing to testify, as there were many questions that we had to ask in regard to Boost, but also with regard to the fishermen and ranchers program.
The Boost Fishers, Farmers, and Ranchers program, also known as Boost FFR, offered a subsistence stimulus, awarding $500 to approved applicants. Probst says Villanueva was paid to oversee the program, but the contract was not valid, according to the Secretary of Finance. Probst says they are concerned as Villanueva was paid exorbitantly.
With regard to the amount that Mr. Villanueva was paid for overseeing this program at $215,000 at the very least, that actually was much higher than the actual entire Farmers, Fishermen, and Ranchers program, which was very disappointing.
Member Vincent Odon also noted that out of the $1 million allocated to the FFR program, only $182,000 was distributed. The lawmakers say 1,000 applicants were supposed to benefit from the FFR, but only 364 applicants were given the stimulus.
The reason why that this is so disappointing is that at the end of the day, essentially, this is free money that was being given out. It was free money. It wasn't something that needed the most extraordinary marketing that money could buy. But yet, there was a ton of money that was spent, and we hope to go through that and see where exactly it went.
Villanueva, along with Rob Travilla and Selena Sapp, were the marketing team for Boost. Travilla is scheduled to appear before the committee on the 7th, while Sapp is scheduled for the 27th. The House panel will meet this Friday, but it is not known at this time whether they will move forward with the testimonies. If you and your family are looking for something to do this Sunday, Project Regalo Lifang might be it. Regalo Lifang is an open market for local artists of the Sinamay to showcase their crafts, sell food, and entertain the public. The Chamorro word regalo and the Carolinian word lifang means gift, and visitors can bring a piece of the Marianas back home.
One of the major concerns of visitors coming to our island is not only do they want to taste genuine local food, they also want to look at the crafts, handicrafts that's being produced locally. To top the addition to that is the entertainment section of it, where local dancers can be able to perform. In all these efforts, it's our goal to perpetuate our culture and tradition within the Northern Marianas.
Project Regalo Lifang will be held every other Sunday government payday weekend at the CAO grounds in Beach Road, Garapan. It will begin at 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. CAO Executive Assistant Felix Nogues encourages local vendors and aspiring entrepreneurs to join the event.
One of the requirements, we have to ensure that it's genuine local food. We don't want commercial vendors coming in and just going against our intent of promoting our local food. One of the issues we get visitors that come to our island, and they insisted on trying local food, buying local arts, and the fact that we will do traditional dances, performance. That'll be an addition to our effort.
The event is open to the public.
I'm Savannah, and I love Marianas coffee. Did you know it's Earth's finest coffee? Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
It really is Earth's finest coffee.
Come share a cup with us.
Premium office space is available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Features include dedicated parking, fast internet, backup power, good water, and natural light throughout to go along with the very best views on Saipan. So don't settle for space when you can get peace and peace of mind. Call Hermosa Vista today at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
According to Acting Commissioner for Public Safety Anthony Macaronis, the reinstatement of Sergeant Peter Camacho has nothing to do with the resignation of former Commissioner Clement Bermudez. Members of the public have raised concerns after seeing Camacho come back to the force once Bermudez stepped down. Bermudez terminated Camacho for AWOL.
The resignation of Bermudez has nothing to do with his Sergeant Peter Camacho. I took that upon my decisions to reinstate him, but with a condition.
Macaronis declined to provide more information, stating it is an administrative issue. On February 15, Macaronis issued a letter to Camacho stating his termination has been withdrawn. Camacho, however, was reassigned to the patrol section. On December 22 of last year, the governor sent a letter instructing Bermudez to reassign Camacho to the Marianas Regional Fusion Center immediately. The governor said compliance with this order is mandatory and non-negotiable. Bermudez was asked to step down 3 weeks later.
We walk together, we eat together, and we figure things out together. Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples dot the Kumano Kodo.
Over here, this is a grand shrine. And just because this Kumano Kodo, it's a root for all the different religions. Shinto religions, Buddhism religions, and also Shugendo religions.
For some of us, the best parts of the experience are the small seaside towns and the people in them that bring modern-day context to the route and to the country. Maggie's from the United States and is getting to know Japan.
Starting from when you wake up, you have this ocean scenery that you go out to. And today the ocean was flat, which was great. But sometimes, you have these great waves that are coming in and you see these little spotted islands out there, which you want to go and explore. And you know that there's nothing out there besides just nature. And so it's just, you're looking at this scenery that feels like you're one of the pilgrimage people from, centuries ago coming through. So you're really feeling not only the history that you're walking with, but you're getting to see this untouched nature. And also, I just love the woods here are so serene, and you're even walking through, and we were walking up the rocky road over here, and the tourist association employee said, "Oh, this tree is 300 years old," and he just knew this tree was 300 years old, and so like the history of it is so different from anything I'm used to, and not only is the man-made history, but it's the natural history, which is really spectacular for me.
Our guide Midori is married to a Buddhist monk. Yes, you heard that right. Japanese monks are allowed to marry. I think it's the only place they are allowed to do so. She helps guide us through the forest with historical rituals. Midori uses this shell to communicate with her husband at distances in the forest. It's much cooler than WhatsApp, and she isn't constantly looking at her phone. She has a special balance about her.
This Sanpo Kojin is a protector for this old Buddhisms, and the monks and all the truths of this Buddhism teaching. So they are the top of this Buddhism teaching, this Sampo Kojin. Sampo means the three treasures. So like Buddhism and the monks and this the truth of the teaching. Yes. So now like really in the mountains, this place the built back in 8th century. It's really old one.
We are up over the mountain pass and then back down towards the ocean with Midori's husband waiting for us. He's a man of few words, but deep meaning.
Is that amazing? Don't you think it's amazing?
Yeah.
They're actually like calling each other playing this instrument. Midori, she is playing this actually like a few minutes ago to announce Taechan that we are coming, so that Taechan know that we are coming soon and he is ready to welcome us. Yeah, and they are doing the rest of it.
Thursday night, we are pleased to present right here on the Channel 2 News, the Humanities Half Hour, hosted by Catherine Perry. This week's guest is Millie Psyche, who shares stories, folktales, and legends of Peru.
Well, looking back to when you were a little girl, is there a particular story that stands out to you, like this is a very popular children's story or your favorite children's story, anything like that?
You know, like we have the All Saints festivity here that when we have similar. We don't go to the cemetery, but November 1st, it's holiday. It's a big celebration. So on October 31st, before Halloween becomes so important around the world too, families or companies will get together and then we'll have a cake in the shape of a baby.
Wow, okay.
But not with legs and arms, more like this.
Okay.
And the company will name the godfather, the godmother, the parents, and the baby has a symbolic meaning. Like I used to do it with my students here, and we will choose that the symbolic meaning of the baby will be the future. So each one of them have to wish the baby something for the future.
The show starts at 7 p.m. Don't miss it.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
Buenas sports fans.
Runners who want to join this weekend's Skechers Saipan Marathon better hurry because March 7 is the last day to register. The marathon will be held this Saturday, March 9, offering the full marathon, half marathon, 10K, and 5K courses. As of today, over 470 runners from the Marianas, Korea, Japan, China, Hong Kong, Guam, USA, France, and Poland have registered for the race. Managing Director of the Marianas Visitors Authority, Chris Concepcion, says the CNMI can be proud of our world-class marathon, complete with international certification and professional timing. And because of the construction on Beach Road, the course will be on Middle Road this year. Drivers are being asked to exercise caution. On Saturday morning, the outer southbound lane along Chalan Poly Arnold will be closed from Oliai North to Asma Twist for the runners only. Drivers may still use the inner southbound lane with caution. For more information, you can visit www.mymarianas.com or contact Ed Diaz at 670-664-3210.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week. At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
Tonight and Thursday, partly cloudy with isolated showers. East winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Low 75, highs 86, and chance of showers is at 10%, becoming 20% on Thursday. For your marine forecast, a quiet dry season pattern will persist with a minor north secondary swell interacting with predominant trade swell. Winds will prevail in the gentle to moderate range. High tide will be at 6:27 a.m., low tide at 11:32 a.m., sunrise at 6:30 a.m., and the sunset, you can catch that at 6:26 p.m.